Like many of you, when you first heard the news about Kobe Bryant dying in a helicopter crash, you're like, no way, no way. This can't happen. You knew exactly where you were at, and what you were doing. It was on a Sunday, and what you were involved in at the time before you heard people talking about it. The phone blew up, and people texting me this and this and that, and they're like, what are you talking about? And you read all the different news sources, you go online, you Google it, and it's not fake news. And so, I'm thinking to myself, how could it be to have this type of athlete, this type of character, this type of legend pass away in a helicopter crash so daggone soon? And I put myself in a position because people are, talking about, hey man, I know he's just at your conference and this and that, and I'm thinking about my conversation with Kobe backstage. I'm thinking about what he told me about studying the game and being a student of his craft, and his first conversation with Michael, and how he studied all the game field down in the vault where all the different players and the different games are in. You can search any player, you can study their moves, and what he did as a student. This was pre-YouTube and pre-really technology. It was just a bunch of tapes that he was researching, even as a 16, 17, 18-year-old kid. I'm thinking about what he stood for, the things that he embodied. A lot of people talk about what he accomplished in his career. For me, I look at what he did when he didn't do so well, shooting those air balls, what he did through his own personal crisis, what he did through his career, a professional crisis. I take more out of him rising up out of the ashes and becoming the person that he is, and the athlete he is, and the type of human being he became. Tough one to swallow here. You don't understand it. You don't understand, and especially being on a Sunday, you ask, okay, God, this is your day, right? This is the day we're supposed to celebrate you. Why does this happen? How can God let this happen? You're so confused in that conversation. Why do bad things happen to good people? And it had me reflect a lot on my relationship with my children, and reflect on my relationship with the people I love and care about. Flying in the Marine Corps, the helicopters that we were flying in, the thousands of hours that I had in a helicopter in the Marine Corps, I'm thinking to myself, they prepared us for crash. They prepared us to have a down aircraft type of scenario. I just can't imagine what's going through his mind, because I've been involved in some of those things similar to that. Obviously, we never crashed and passed away, but I'm just thinking about the last things that's going on through his mind. And to know that other family members were on board too as well. His daughter was on board. It really puts the understanding that no matter what you do in life, no matter what you accomplish, life is still going to affect you somehow, some way. And it's a really rough moment for us to think about, because I went to ESPN and listened to what they had to say and all the different conversations they have about Kobe's career and whatnot. And then the game started playing. A lot of people felt that the NBA game should be discontinued for the rest of the evening. And just to see how the players handled and honored Kobe Bryant, they started to tip off. They took an 8-second backcourt violation to represent his rookie number 8. Other team took possession of the ball, crossed half court, and took an automatic 24-second violation by not shooting the ball to attempt to score to honor the number 24, Kobe Bryant. And to see these things of symbolism to honoring this guy's name, just to see how the players are reacting all across the league of his death. And I'm thinking about my own 24-second shot clock. I'm thinking about the shot clock of my life. He lived a full life, even at 41 years old, and he's a true testament to say, age is just a number. Age is what you put into those years. Got me to start to thinking. Talk to my kids. FaceTime my daughters because they're in college. And had a conversation with them about what happened in our relationship. And if there was anything that I haven't said that I'm sorry for, or that I haven't told them that I love them, and I just wanted to make sure I got that squared away. I looked at my kids and I said, you know what? I don't know exactly what's going to happen. The saying is, tomorrow's not granted. Shoot, the next 5 minutes is not granted. Forget tomorrow. The next 5 minutes, later on tonight is not granted. So the best thing that I can think about this type of situation. Him coming to our conference and having a conversation, gracing our president. Our CEO put out a message earlier that this conference that we hadn't speak at was probably the last great conference he's spoken at in his entire life. And what he said on our stage to bless our 8,000 attendees, it's probably the last great big thing he did before he passed away. And our CEO said, listen, I would trade that in return just to have Kobe back. What a profound thing to say. I'd trade that interview, I'd trade that presence just to have Kobe back. There's still so much more for him to accomplish in his life. It's my encouragement to you. Maybe this video, you're watching this and all the different things you're going through in your life and things that you're evaluating. If the shot clock of your life is starting to run down right now, the window of life is starting to close, what are you doing about it right now? What are you doing about it today? What things have you gotten out of your life that isn't right that you need to get right? There's a saying that I thought about. I said, listen, if you haven't forgiven the person you need to forgive them now, quickly. Call them, forgive them. Call them up. Hey, listen, if things aren't between me and you, let bygones be bygones. I forgive you. The second thing, embrace those you love and care about even that much closer and that much deeper. And the third thing, whatever it is that you're afraid to do, just do it. Just get it done. Get it accomplished. Shove off into land of uncertainty. Whatever it is that you're afraid of. And as you're going through the grind, as you're going through your process, and you see this shot clock of your life wind down, what a symbolic thing for me to see. Because it will come. And none of us know when it or how it's going to happen. I just want to make sure that you and I have the opportunity to live a full life between the year we were born and then the year they put us in the ground, that dash factor. That dash, that's our life, that means something for you and me. And maybe this is the type of conversation that this situation brings out, that you ask yourself the tough questions right now. You do the things that's very difficult for you right now. It's gonna be very tough. It's gonna be tough to swallow. I didn't realize how I was shook up about it. Maybe it was because of a big reminder, reflection about my life. So with that being said, Kobe, thank you for what you've done. Thank you for your example. Thank you for shocking the world, being a high school athlete to get drafted. Amazing stuff, man. Amazing stuff. God bless you. God bless your journey. God bless your daughter, Gianna, up there in heaven. And continue added strength to your wife, or the 3 daughters, as well as the families that are also killed in that crash too as well. Pray for added strength and encouragement and strength as you go through these very tough moments. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for what you've done. Money Smart Guy. Out.